Hi, I'm David Katz of thepostgame.com, and we are here with Raider great Tim Brown. Tim, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure, Dave. Thanks for having me, man.
So, as someone who played for the Raiders in both Los Angeles and Oakland, what is the difference between a Raider fan in LA versus one in Oakland?
Well, I think the Oakland fan is the traditional, old school, the original fans. I think the guys in LA were so excited to get a team down there, especially get the Raiders down there, that they became probably more rabid fans than up in Oakland. And now we have a mixture of both, because I know a lot of LA folks that come up for the game, but it's a different style of fan, I believe. But at the same time, it's all Raider Nation, and that's all that matters.
There's a lot of talk in Los Angeles about where they should put the stadium for the team that everyone believes is coming. You've seen all the locations. You live there. Where do you think is the best place to put a stadium?
I think Hollywood Park is still the best spot. I really do. I think right there you just get so much attention from so many different parts of the community. I think it would be incredible. So I hope that's where they do it. I hope it's not out on some freeway on the side of the road someplace where it's miles and miles away from civilization. But I'm sure these people are going to do the best they can and to put a stadium up and see what happens.
It's been well documented, your relationship with Al Davis when he was alive. I'm curious if there's anything that you really learned from him, if there was some lesson that you take today that was very meaningful based on your relationship and all the conversations you had over the years.
The one thing I always say about Al is that I love the fact that he did it his way no matter what. And, he brought in people that he knew he could work with. It was his company. He had the right to do it, and that's what he did. To me, that's genius. Why am I going to bring somebody here who I'm going to be bumping heads with all the time? So, for him to have the success that he had, well, I think shows that you can do it your way and still do well.
The NFL, they say now, is a passing league. You look at the rule changes and you see how it's changed the way the wide receiver position is played today. And certainly there's what I would call statistical inflation. If you were playing today, what kind of yardage, what kind of touchdowns do you think you'd be having in these kinds of seasons?
I think, and I've been asked that a couple times today, and we actually put pencil to paper and try to do numbers and all that stuff. And, I think you would see, for a guy like me who was a go-to guy, maybe 4 to 6 more catches per game, and
per game.
Per game, and I think if you look at that, and, you do the 13 yards, you can do that whole deal and, come up with something. But it would be significant, no doubt about it, but, these guys have the ability to do something really good and really great with their careers. And you just hope that once they get to the point where they made all the money, they think about leaving a legacy, because the legacy part is going to push them on to doing really good things in their careers.
Speaking of legacy, as a Heisman Trophy winner, you have a vote every year for the Heisman Trophy. Any fun stories of you being lobbied for your vote? Anyone coming after you? I mean, it seems like it's a political campaign these days. How's that going?
Well, I think maybe they know as a Heisman winner you can't, lobby us or whatever. But we did. One year we got full-size, 6 feet tall posters of one of the guys who were up for and it was like, okay, you really think I'm going to put this up in my office or something? What am I going to do with this? So, but, that's probably the most extreme thing I've seen happen over the years.
So you're here with Sony this week for Super Bowl week. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with Sony.
Yeah, I've been working with these guys for many years throughout my career. And so I had the opportunity. They came out with this Sony Xperia Z2 tablet. This thing, feel this thing.
It's very slick.
I mean, this thing is like less than a pound.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
That is super thin.
And the greatest thing about it to me, because I have 12-year-old twins, it's waterproof. So
there you go.
That spill it. That solves a lot of problems, no doubt about it, man. So, Verizon 4G LTE technology is behind it. So haven't had any problems with connectability and all that stuff. It's just been great, man. Great device for me.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. Enjoy Super Bowl week. Really appreciate your spending time with us.
Thank you, man.